Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Amir Afiq bin Muhammad Rasti, and today our group will presenting about the composition of the board of valuer, appraiser, estate agent, and property manager member. First, the composition of the board member is specified in section 9 of the valuer, appraiser, estate agent, and property manager (POVIA) Act 1981 under section Act 242, and according to the section 9, the newly formed body corporated will have perpetual succession and common seal, and it will be able to sue and be sued. The Ministry of Finance are the one is in charge of managing the appointment of this member in the board, and also being constantly monitored. First, next I will explain regarding the board of the valuer, appraiser, estate agent, and property manager member. First, the direct at the top of the board is the Director General, who should be the President of the board. Under the register, President is the Registrar, which is tasked uh, to act with the guidance and general direction of the board. Under the Registrar is the seat register for valuer from the public service. Next is for registered valuer who at least have 6 years as professional experience as valuer and has been nominated by ISM that the board may from time to time to recognize to represent as the valuer. After that is the 3 registered estate agent, who is nominated by the president of the board, which at least have a 6-year experience in the field. After that is 4 registered valuer will also be nominated by the SISM, and 3 registered property manager nominated by the president. At the current board, the position of the president has been occupied by the Director General of Valuation and Property Service Department, or also known as Jabatan Penilaian dan Perkhidmatan Harta (JPPH), which is the president position is being filled by Yang Berhormat SR Haji Azmi bin Abdul Latif on 29 April until 2020 until now. For registrar, Boviat are the one that will appointed the new registrar in the board with the approval of the Ministry of the Finance. It is also based on term and condition relate. Registrar will act with the guidance and general direction of the board. Registrar main function that he or she are the one that will sign the authority to practice and other record in the register. The registrar is now is the role of the registrar is being taken over by Miss Sumarni binti Abdul Rahman on the 21st December, replacing the place with the past registrar, which is Miss R. Mahalachumi, that have been with the board for 27 years and has been retired. That's all from me.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Azamuddin Hakim bin Abdul Ghaffar. Today I will present a composition of the Board of Valuers, appraiser, estate agent, and property manager member. He is a registrar is Sumani binti Abdul Rahman. She is a registrar at the Board of Valuers, Appraiser, Estate Agent and Property Management. She also expert in legal community and managing and conducting on legal firm. First members for a registered valuers in public sector is Surveyor Azmi bin Abdul Latif. He is a president of Director General of the Board of Valuers, Appraiser, Estate Agent and Property Management. He is a registered valuer with the Board of Valuers, Appraiser and Estate Agent Malaysia, Adjunct Professor of University Technology Malang. Second member is Surveyor Abdul Razak bin Yusuf. He is a Deputy Director General of Valuation and Property Service, which is in Spain. He also a registered valuer and estate agent with the Board of Valuers, Appraiser and Estate Agent Malaysia and Deputy Director General of Valuation and Property Service. Next member, which is a Surveyor Aina Idayu binti Ahmad. She is a Director of National Property Information Center, which is NEPIC. She is also a Deputy Director in Property Market Division, Director in Strategy Planning and Standard of Practice, Head of Management and Information Technology Center, Valuation Officer and Valuation Executive. A member which is a Surveyor Haji Muhammad Nazir bin Ahmad Zahari. He is a Director of Inspan Grade Jusa C, Director of Inspan. He is also a Registered Valuer and Property Manager of the Board of Valuers, Estate Agent and Property Manager Malaysia, Advisor of 2020 Organising Committee. The last member is Surveyor Khalid Abdul Muttalib. He a registered valuer at Valuation and Property Service Department, Kuala Lumpur. He also a registered valuer with the Board of Valuers, Appraiser, Estate Agent and Property Managers, Malaysia. He also a Deputy Director in Property Inventory, National Property Information Center, NEPIC and JPPH 2018. Last member is Surveyor Nurhayati binti Awang. She a registered valuer and property manager at Eastpan. She also a registered valuer, registered property manager, registered property valuer, Director of State Valuation of Pahang of JPPH in 2019 and Director of State Valuation of Terengganu of JPPH in 2018. Now we got a registered valuer nominated by President. First member is Surveyor Azman Shah Muhammad Arifin. He is a Chief Real Estate Consultant, Chief Executive Officer for Extrata Solutions Serdian Berhad, professional member of the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyor and a Fellow of Royal Institution of Surveyor Malaysia and other. He and Property Coordinator, Chartered Surveyor, Deputy Manager Director and Chief Executive Officer and other. Member is Surveyor Ilhami bin Ahmad. He is a founder and managing director of Ilhami International Valuer, Deputy President of the Malaysian Institute of Professional Estate Agent and Consultant. He a registered valuer of the Board of Valuer Appraiser, Estate Agent and Property Manager Malaysia, registered estate agent of the Board of Valuers, Appraiser, Estate Agent and Property Manager Malaysia. Last member is Rosni Nawati binti Ngah. He is a Director Valuation and Property Service Division. She a Special Bureau of the Persatuan Suri and anggota Wanita Perkhidmatan Awam Malaysia Puspanita for the JPPH 2000 from 2020 until 2022. She is a State Director of Valuation and Property Service Director Division at Valuation and Property Service Department of Pulau Pinang and Deputy Director of NEPIC in 2015.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azmi and I will present the part of registered valuer nominated by Royal Institution of Survey Malaysia. They are consisting of 4 number of member for this category, and the first one is Datuk Tiruselvam S. Armugam. The second one is Surveyor Rizwardi bin Anwar. The third one is Surveyor Yap Fok Sin, and the last one is Surveyor Terence Waizen. The first one, Datuk Tiruselvam S. Armugam, is the Executive Director of PPC International Sdn Bhd, and he is the President of the General Council, member of Royal Institution of Survey Malaysia. Next, the second one is Surveyor Rizwardi bin Anwar, and he is the Registered Valuer, Estate Agent and Property Manager at Intra Harta Consultants Sdn Bhd, and he is also a fellow member of Royal Institution of Survey Malaysia, and that is why he is selected under the Royal Institution of Survey Malaysia, RISM. Then the next member nominated by RISM is Surveyor Yap Fok Sing, and he is the Group Managing Director of JS Valuer Group, and he is also a fellow member of Royal Institution of Survey Malaysia, RISM. The last member that is being nominated by Royal Institution of Survey Malaysia is Surveyor Terence Yap Waizen, the Director of Hasmi and Associate Sdn Bhd, which is Sarawak branch, and he is being selected because in my opinion he is one of the past chairman of RISM Malaysia.
The next category is on the registered estate agent that are being nominated by the board president Surveyor Azmi bin Abdul Latif. This appointed estate agent needs to be registered estate agent. The first member is Mr. Tan Ken Aun, an associate director of Hartamas Real Estate Sdn Bhd. He is also the board director at Malaysia Institute of Estate Agent (MIEA). Next is Surveyor Nurbayati binti Muhammad from an estate agent agency, Riz Realty. She is the also principal registered real estate agent and property manager. Lastly, it is Surveyor Tan Hong Tiong, and he is one of the estate agent that is also nominated by the president. Last category is the registered property manager that are being nominated by the board president, which is Surveyor Azmi bin Abdul Latif. This appointed property manager need to be registered property manager so that they can be nominated. The first registered property manager is Mr. Chan Chi Kong alias Richard, and he is from the RCMC Sdn Bhd as a principal consultant. He is also the president of the Malaysia Association for Shopping and High-Rise Complex Management, or PPK. Next is Mr. Teo Choi Ping, one of the group managing director of Centro Properties Group. He is also the director of Green Real Estate Sdn Bhd. The last property manager that are being nominated by the president is Professor Dr. Surveyor Anwar bin Alias. He is then at Faculty of Built Environment of University Malaya, and at the same time being one of the member of the board of valuer Estate Agent and Property Manager, Malaysia. I will explain more details about Mr. Tan Kian Aun. He is registered estate agent that nominated by President. The current position for Mr. Tan Kian Aun is Associate Director of Hartamas Real Estate Sdn Berhad, Registered Estate Agent of the Board of Valuer, Estate Agent Property Manager Malaysia, and Board of Director of Malaysian Institute of Estate Agent MIEA. Next is about education background. He got a Master of Business Administration on 2020 at Asia University, get a Bachelor of Commerce on 1997 at Curtin University, and have a Diploma in Estate Agency on 2013. Lastly is about area of expertise. Registered Estate Agent of the Board of Valuer, Estate Agent Property Manager Malaysia. He get a license auctioneer from SUK Selangor. He get a license estate agent of Victoria, Australia. He also an associate director and member of Real Estate Institute or REIV, and he also involved in International Association of Coaching or IAC. Next member of board is Surveyor Nurbayati Muhammad. The current position for Surveyor Nurbayati is the Principal Registered Real Estate Agent and Registered Property Manager at Rich Realty. He also a Registered Estate Agent and Property Manager of the Board of Valuer, Estate Agent and Property Manager Malaysia, member of Estate Agency Practice Committee EAPC, member of Royal Institution of Surveyor Malaysia RISM, and committee member of Malaysian Muslim Real Estate Consultant Association or PHAM. The background of education for Surveyor Nurbayati is he get a diploma in estate management and bachelor degree of estate management at Mara Institute of Technology or UITM. The area of expertise is Surveyor Nurbayati expert of estate agency practice, and she is registered property manager. The member under registered property manager is Mr. Chan Che Kiong alias Richard. The current position for Mr. Chan is principal consultant of RCMC Sdn Berhad. Background of education: Mr. Chan have a Bachelor of Building and Property Management (HONS). An area of expertise for Mr. Chan is a president of the Malaysia Association for Shopping and High-Rise Complex Management or PPK, and Mr. Chan also a registered valuer and property manager with the Board of Valuer, Appraisers, Estate Agent and Property Manager Malaysia. The next member under registered property manager that nominated by President is Mr. Teo Choi Ping. The current position for Mr. Teo is Group Managing Director of Centro Properties Group, and he is a registered property manager of the Board of Valuer, Appraisers, Estate Agent and Property Manager Malaysia. Background of education: Mr. Teo studied at Tsinghua University in Chinese language for foreigner, have a master in applied finance at University of Melbourne, and study a Bachelor of Law and Bachelor of Commerce Accounting and Finance at University of Western. Next is area of expertise. Mr. Teo is a registered property manager of the Board Valuer, Appraisers and Estate Agent and Property Manager Malaysia. He also is a director of Green Real Estate Sdn Berhad starting on 2014 until now. Mr. Teo also is a lawyer and involved as committee member at planning of Reda Selangor, Reda Wilayah Persekutuan and Infrastructure Utilities Environment of Reda. The last member under registered property manager is Professor Dr. Surveyor Anwar bin Alias. The current position for Surveyor Anwar is Dean Faculty of Built Environment of University Malaya. Background of education is he have a diploma in degree in valuation at University Technology Malaysia, and then continue study at University Science Malaysia in Master of Science, and then PhD in University Malaya. Next is area of expertise. Surveyor Anwar is a Deputy Dean of Undergraduate, Head of Research, Head of Coordinator Program Coordinator for Faculty, and Head of Department Real Estate Faculty of Built Environment.